Thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Gaming Stooges Talks podcast. We are the Gaming Stooges.
I'm Jack.
You can call me Cloud.
And I'm Landon.
We hope you enjoyed today's discussion, and if you do, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel, following us on Twitch, or joining our Discord. Let's get on with the show.
You know, if you told me before we started this podcast tonight that we would be talking about 2,025 games that came out in 2025, I'd believe you. Howdy, folks. It's our year in review.
No,
yeah.
Wow.
2025 is a big year. I feel like this only comes like once a generation, where just like in a console generation where like everything falls into place and a ton of good games come out in 1 year. That's kind of this year. I want to believe for this generation in gaming. You can put your opinions about the gaming industry at large and how shit it's been in a different direction, but
we
had a lot of good
themselves
games. We got a lot of good games this year. So
it's all downhill from here, folks. R.I.P. the Switch 2.
R.I.P. the Switch 2.
Damn,
so,
if that
you guys
was its
excited?
best year. Oof.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So we're going to just jump right in. We got a lot to talk about. So January, something that Landon alluded to in a previous podcast, the very first week on the 7th, we got a game. So there was actually notable stuff at the very beginning of the year. Ys Memoir, The Oath of Felghana. I got it right this time.
For
Switch,
folks.
PS4, PS5. I'm going to shorthand stuff as much as I can. If it's out on both PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, I'm just going to say PlayStation. If it's out on both Xboxes, I'm just going to say Xbox. If it is out on PS5, Xbox Series, and PC specifically, I'm just going to say not Nintendo Switch current gen, because like there's a lot of games that do that. And if it happens to be out on everything, I will just say everything.
What if it came out on Switch and Switch 2?
Nintendo.
I will say Switch and Switch 2, because it would sound weird otherwise.
Okay.
But yeah, Ys Memoir, that is a remake of The Oath of Felghana, which is a remake of Ys 3.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like a remaster, but they like redo some of the art and I think music for the Memoir release. But it's pretty much the PSP game onto the current consoles.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's like graphically very much like a PSP game. I enjoy it a lot. If you want to know how I'd rank it, check out our Patreon video, which if you're a patron is live now. If you're not and you're filthy,
It'll be live in a few hours from here.
Oh,
But
well.
effectively now.
Yeah,
it will
effectively
also
now.
be on YouTube when this podcast goes out to YouTube, so that everybody can watch it. But you can have it right now if you're subscribed at any tier.
Yeah. So after you're done listening to this live podcast, you know what? Go onto the Patreon and check out 2 hours more of content.
All right. On the 10th, we got Freedom Wars Remastered for Switch, PlayStation, and PC. And this is the first of a number of games that were Sony-published IP that got taken by a different company, Bandai Namco in this case, and they helped bring more games that Sony didn't want to touch to us this year.
It's pretty much all Bandai Namco, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. I was like, Bandai basically...
For these ones.
Yeah, for... The ones we're going to talk about today. I bought this. It had to be a Japanese copy because thanks,
Boo.
Bandai.
Fuck you, Bandai.
But maybe someday I'll be able to play this version. I enjoyed the Vita version and forcing Jack and Justin to play with me online, like the one time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you did play it back on the Vita.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the 16th, we got Donkey Kong Country Returns HD for the Switch. Funny enough, it actually... I don't know if it just got it, like if it was shadow dropped or if it was announced, but we got a Switch 2 upgrade and a patch that like fixes a bunch of stuff and adds a bunch of stuff. Like literally, like we just got a trailer for that. So yeah. Donkey Kong Country Returns HD.
That's exciting.
It's cool that it got an update because I've heard a lot of people say that this is probably the worst version of this game.
Crazy.
But now
based
it's
on
not.
performance.
Now it's probably the best one. So yeah,
We'll see.
Might actually buy it.
we'll see. I might actually buy it too. I wasn't interested in it until I heard about the update that it just got. So now I'm kind of interested.
I still think if they added online, that would have helped a
That'd
lot.
be so cool. I wish.
Please.
It's right there, Nintendo.
Nintendo. Do you want the Gaming Stooges to stream Donkey Kong Country Returns or not?
Obviously, the
It's
answer
your
is
move.
I guess
Not.
not. On the 17th, we had Dynasty Warriors Origins on current gen besides Switch. And this is a notable entry mostly for the fact that it was actually really well received for Dynasty Warriors game standards. Like, kind of like revival of core Dynasty Warriors series, like being good quality games, which made me interested in getting a copy. It is coming to Switch/Switch 2. This, I don't know if it's coming out I think it's coming out next month or later this month.
I think
Or
it's
if it's out
February.
already?
Is it
Yeah, it's
coming to?
I don't know if it's coming
Switch-
to Switch 1 now. I think
Yeah.
it's just Switch 2.
I was gonna say that
But-
that seems like a lot for just a Switch console.
Yeah. But I'm excited to hopefully not forget about this game and play it because I used to love Dynasty Warriors, and hearing that there's another really good game in the series,
What game?
Dynasty Warriors Origins.
Already forgot it.
Damn it, you got me. Also on the same day, though, as Dynasty Warriors Origins, this one's for Al, we got Tales of Grace's F Remastered, which actually came out on everything available at the time, because Switch 2 wasn't out yet. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Tales of Grace's F Remastered. That is,
Al?
that means that is a re-release of Tales of Grace's.
On a scale of 1 to, I don't know what the best Tales game is. How's Grace's F Remastered go?
I think I got that for him as a late Christmas gift. Like, I pre-ordered it for him to get it in January, the previous year. So yeah, I think I remember him saying he liked it. On the 30th, this was mentioned in the 2023 podcast when it was only on Apple Arcade, but we don't actually talk about Apple Arcade. So Hello Kitty Island Adventure is on Switch and PC, and it also got released on PS5 later in the year and got a Switch 2 version as well. So
Pass.
yeah, it's Hello Kitty, but Animal Crossing kind of like
No one
life sim.
No one is happier about this than Butters.
No one's
This
happier
is
about
his-
this than Butters, but
this is
Allison's
his
also
game.
been really interested in this game. Allison started picking it up again because of the Switch 2 version, so she's been enjoying it.
Hell
The
yeah.
only thing I'm about to fucking say is pass, because
Yeah. The next game,
that's all I have to
rounding
say.
out January, is on the 30th as well as Hello Kitty Island Adventure, was Phantom Brave: The Lost Hero for Switch and PlayStation, which is the sequel follow-up to Phantom Brave, and that game is 20 plus years old. It's an NIS game, and I just thought it was interesting that they finally made a new one, like out of nowhere. I don't know why they did that, but cool.
It's always
Yeah.
cool to see like an old obscure
Yeah.
game with a cult following get a sequel. So I'll say smidge.
Yeah.
I haven't played the
Smidge.
original.
I've heard that people that are like really big fans of like NIS games liked Phantom Brave a bit. So yeah, February, not very quiet a month for February standards. On the 4th, we had Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 for all the current gen stuff besides Switch,
Pass.
and it's a
Pass.
notable game because it was like nominated for Game of the Year categories. Apparently, it's really good, but I don't care about this series. I just put it here because it's notable.
It
Pass.
rated worse than Trails in the Sky First Chapter Remake,
And Trails did not get a
nominated for Game
nomination.
Awards. So hardest pass I can go.
Bullshit.
I know Metacritic
Personally
rating
offended.
is not everything, but come on. This one has realistic graphics, and the other one looks fun. Let's go with the.
The one that looks fun.
No, we went with the one that
No.
did not look fun.
Oh, you're talking from the other perspective. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
On the 5th, we had Rift of the Necrodancer released on PC. Got a Switch release in March. That is, yes, by the same people as Crypt of the Necrodancer.
Nice.
So, new game there.
Hell
Pretty
yeah.
cool.
Haven't played it, but hell yeah.
On the 7th, this one's also for Al. Macross Shooting Insight for Switch, PlayStation, and PC is a shmup based on the Macross franchise, which is a mecha anime, and it is notable because it is the first ever release of a Macross game. Like, they've been doing Macross stuff for like a long time now. Never got an English game, and I did this for Al.
Al?
Because
is he making shit up right now? We need to
No, he told me this in the other chat. I asked him personally if there was anything I might have missed that he wants me to mention.
We just want to go to the Al cam, and he just like
he's just like
anyway. Also,
I told him about it.
Al said
Pixel
earlier
says it's fake.
that Tales of Grace's F is still his second favorite Tales game. So the remaster is pretty good.
All right.
Sounds like. Go buy.
On the 11th, we had the release of Sid Meier's Civilization 7, which came out on everything at the time and also came out on Switch 2 on Switch 2's launch day. I don't care for the Civilization series, but it's not often that we get a new one, so cool.
I genuinely forgot that this came out.
This year had so many games come out that I forgot a lot of games that came out until I did notes for this. But moving on, we got on the 14th, on Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day, Landon got a gift from Falcom in the form of The Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak 2 for Switch, PlayStation, and PC.
He's pulling it out.
He triple dipped.
He's dropping games.
He's dropping games. There it is.
Trails Through Daybreak. He bought it 3 times.
Once for every system that has a physical copy.
3 times, baby.
3 times.
Pass.
Haven't played it yet. Yep. Also on the 14th, we had the remaster of Tomb Raider 4, 5, and 6. There was already release of 1, 2, and 3, I believe, the previous year, 2024. It came out on everything, again, which I would have expected because it's just a remaster of a bunch of PlayStation games, so... I am interested in the Tomb Raider series, so if I like the first 3, I am looking forward to these ones as well. Pass. And I'm sure
assuming Lennon is going to say pass too.
Yeah. On the 18th, we got one of the...
You did?
We got
the 4 through 6. Yeah, I bought it.
Yeah, I'm not surprised he did.
I also bought 1 through 3. Haven't played either of them yet. Pass.
On the 18th, we got one of the few Xbox console exclusives in the form of Avowed for Xbox Series and PC. I've heard this game is okay. I'm just really surprised that in the year 2025, Xbox was still getting console exclusives. It's not the only one.
I've never heard of this game.
It was shown off at one of the Xbox game showcases, I believe, back during like the Summer Game Fest shit. And it was one of like the more like hyped ones at the time. And
Didn't Donkey do a video on it?
I think he might have.
Maybe he did.
But yeah, Avowed is it came out, and hopefully some Xbox fans liked it. It was generally just okay though. Speaking of Donkey though, on the 20th, we got the Switch port, it was on PC the previous year, of Star of Providence, Go Big Mode, published by Big Mode.
Go Big Mode. I would like to point out that technically this game came out in 2017, but it was called Monolith for the longest time, until they got a C&D from Warner Brothers and had to change the name. And then it got re-released by Big Mode.
Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, I did not get to play this yet. I'm hoping that I can maybe try to fit it into my gaming schedule this year.
I need to update. Technically, Donkey made a video, but it's called I'm Not Doing a Video for Avowed. So, my bad.
Okay. There we go.
I misremembered.
That makes sense.
There we go.
All right, on the next day, on the 21st, for Al, we got Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, both PS4, PS5, and Xbox One and Series. So,
hell yeah.
Did you catch up yet so you can play that now, Jack?
No, I wish.
No, he's still working on Yakuza 0.
He's got the Kiryu in the fucking chat right now.
Yeah. Nice emote.
Hell yeah.
Landon, you missed it. I tried to do one of my old favorite emotes, and they took it away. It's gone.
I think they took the Lechonk away, too.
That's bullshit.
I guess Pokemon must have gone after Twitch. That sucks. Oh, well. On the 27th, the day before my birthday, I guess as an early birthday gift from Konami, we got the release of Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days Collection on Switch and PC, which is a compilation of pretty much all of the early Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Duel Monsters era games on the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance. And that includes a bunch of games that never got localized before this collection. And they did get localized. They all got English localizations and everything. So I was pretty hyped for this just as a preservation sort of thing. That said, I need to play more of this, so pass.
Damn.
I only played one game on it, the original game, like Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters 1.
Damn.
So I don't have a lot of experience just yet. We'll
Well,
be using it though.
If only there was a platform for you to play video games.
Yeah.
If only.
If only there was a game that would be really good to play on twitch.yeah/GamingStooges.
Ooh, that would be a good idea.
On the 28th, happy birthday to me, even though I don't give a shit about this series. Sorry, Pixel. We got Monster Hunter Wilds on current gen, not Switch. I know nothing about this game besides the fact that my girlfriend played through it. She seemed to have enjoyed it, but not nearly as much as Rise or World because she has not touched it since she beat it.
Pixel says smash, which means I have to say piss, I believe. I believe that's the correct answer.
I'm guessing Pixel must really like the game.
I mean, it's a Monster Hunter game, so I'd assume so.
I've heard it's good. I've heard like some like slightly mixed things, but like I've heard overall it's good.
My friends that are into Monster Hunter said they got bored with it kind of quickly and went back to an older game. So
yeah, that seems to be the consensus. Let's go to March. On the 6th, there's 3 things. The first one, we got Sorry We're Closed, which came out on Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox, no PC, because it was already on PC the previous year. It is an indie survival horror game. So I just put it there because, yeah.
Boo. I don't give a shit now.
Boo. Yeah. Also on the 6th, there was Split Fiction, which came out on the current gen systems besides Switch 2, which would come out on the launch day of the Switch 2. So it did hit all current gen platforms in some form. Did you actually get to play Split Fiction, Landon?
Nope.
I remember you being interested.
Shit's a code in the box for Switch 2.
fuck no.
Yeah.
True.
Disgusting.
Someone doesn't have a PS5, so there's no point for me to like buy it yet.
I would like to play this.
Yeah.
It looks fun. I mean, it's from the people that made It Takes Two.
Yep.
So
it is.
I really like It Takes Two. So
Pixel
I would
says
be down.
I felt it was meh, played it a little.
Compared to It Takes Two, specifically.
Damn. Well, I don't know. Like, I'm still like interested in playing it because I like
I like
those
I like a
of
2-player game.
Yeah.
All right, and then finally, the last of the games released on the 6th, we had the release of Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster. There was already a Suikoden 1 and 2 compilation before, but we got an HD Remaster, Gate Rune and Dunan Unification Wars. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. It came out on everything, even including Switch 2 during the launch day for that system. Suikoden, a series I've never touched yet. Eventually I'll play it. Pass.
This one was a fucking bitch to order a physical copy because Gung Ho was like, we're gonna make the physical an Amazon exclusive. Have fun with that. And also, you can't pre-order it. You have to wait till day of launch to order it.
Ew.
Gotta love Gung Ho. They're so stupid about these things.
Yeah, and I was very scared about them doing the same exact shit for Trails, and they were like, just kidding. We're going to go to retailers, and you can pre-order this one. I think they learned their lesson, because it went on back order immediately for Suikoden. So,
nice.
I'm excited to play it maybe someday.
Yeah.
Maybe someday.
On the 13th, a week later, there was a release for a Genesis game. Yes, a Genesis port. A game called P-47, The Phantom Fighter, which was an arcade game that was released. So it got a Genesis port this year. That is not the only game released this year that's coming out on a system that is like 20 plus years old. There's another one later.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Why the fuck not?
Let's do it.
If I had, it's like that. If I had a nickel for every time X thing happened, I'd have 2 nickels meme. We'll get to the other one. On the 20th, we got Assassin's Creed Shadows for current gen non-Switch.
Pass.
Okay. I've heard this one is okay, which is not saying much. But also on the 20th, on the Switch, because Switch fans got better games on the 20th, Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition.
Hell
When's
yeah.
the Switch 2 upgrade? Or Switch
Never.
2 Edition?
Never.
I still got to get this one.
Yeah. Anything you want to say real quick about Xenoblade? Did you get to touch Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition, Landon?
I bought it. So physically I touched it.
I was going to say,
you physically
you held
touched
it in your hand.
I was like, oh,
But-
neat.
Puts it down.
Yeah, I
That
haven't
was
been
it.
able to. Man, this year, like, especially back in fucking, like, March, fuck me. I got to
Yeah.
play Balatro.
There you go.
It's still wrapped in plastic. I think I put it into a Switch system. Thank you very much.
Okay. On the 21st, there was the release of Bleach Rebirth of Souls for PlayStation, Xbox Series, and PC, no Xbox One. This was a Bleach fighting game, which was actually pretty well received and pretty popular for like a couple of weeks until like some other games came along. I've heard some decent things about it. It's nothing crazy, but Landon does have the icon on his Switch, so he did put it in his system.
I put it in
at
my
some point.
system. It is not wrapped anymore. Thank you very
There
much.
you go.
But Bleach Rebirth of Souls, if I was into Bleach, I've seen gameplay. The game looks sick. I just don't care about Bleach, but it does look cool. So good for Bleach fans for getting a good game. On the 25th, this one's actually probably something Landon can vibe with. We got Breakout Beyond, which came out on everything. On top of coming out for everything like that, that's like modern platforms, you can also play it on Atari's own 2021 re-release of their VCS. And this game was actually made by Choice Provisions.
It is. I am actually waiting for my PS5 physical release to come in. And I'm hoping to break the curse and actually play a PlayStation 5 game in the year of 2026.
Our year,
We'll
the
see.
year of our Lord and Let's Player.
Yeah, because
All right.
fuck, I played an hour of Blueprints in 2025 after the girls were born, and I think that was the only PS5 game I played.
Pixel's insisting that you play Monster Hunter Wilds with her.
I have maybe less than an hour to play a video game in the entirety of 2026
On PS5.
on a PS5. And
It's
I
not
also
gonna be
don't have
Monster Hunter.
PlayStation Plus, so you'd have to buy that for
Yeah.
me. Thanks.
True. On the 27th, there were two games that came out. The first one was Atom Fall for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. It was an indie first-person action game. I heard things about it. I don't remember much, but it was a notable release, so cool. Pass.
Pass.
As well, we also had Saga Frontier 2 Remastered on Switch, PlayStation, and PC. So a remaster of another Saga game. Not the only Saga game that got a re-release in recent years. They've just been doing a lot of them, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
On April, this is one of the things I found the most interesting. On the 2nd, we got a re-release of Croc Legend of the Gobos, which was an old PlayStation 1 platformer. It came out on everything that was available at the time, besides Switch 2, since that wasn't out yet. And it was actually released by the company that developed the original game. They had shut down in 2004. They revived and released this game again. So they just came back from like just being a dead company for 20 years, and they were just like, here's Croc again.
Hell yeah. I respect that.
I have been tempted to order it, but I have no idea.
It does have a physical release.
I have no
It is kinda hard to
idea
find.
if it actually will fucking ship from their website, because
Yeah, it's a little weird.
it says it's on back order, but it's available for order.
On the 8th, we had the release of South of Midnight, which is an Xbox console exclusive, so Xbox Series and PC. This was a pretty cool looking like art style kind of game. It's like got like a weird like painting watercolor style to it. I remember being interested in it, but I also don't play it on my PC all that often, and I also don't care about Xbox. But At least it's out. It is also coming to other systems, so that exclusivity is done. It doesn't matter. Pass.
Pass.
On the 10th, we had the release of Blueprints for PS5, Xbox Series, and PC, so modern platforms besides Switch. I've heard some good things about this one. Landon.
How was that hour you played, Landon?
It was a lot of fun. I got to stream it.
There you
I
go.
streamed it for the channel, and yeah, I enjoyed it. It's an interesting roguelike. It like you are trying to build a house, and you like as you like go through a door, you get a choice of like different rooms that you can place down for the next.
Yeah,
room.
isn't it like a puzzle / roguelike sort of like combination thing?
You are trying to build to a specific room like that's the end game, and there's like you have to like find resources to like keep yourself being able to like create rooms, because sometimes rooms will be like with no doors, but they might have stuff in it, and then some of them might have like 3 doors, and depending on where you put a room down, like the door might like be blocked off because you have a room that doesn't have a door next to it.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, so it like
That's
blocks
interesting.
off. Yeah.
Honestly, like, I'm not usually the type for these kind of games, but the way you're describing it, it does sound really interesting. Like,
Yeah.
pretty neat.
Like I said, I only got to play it for about an hour, but I did enjoy what I played of it. So
It did get nominations for like awards this past year, so I've heard really great things.
yeah, a lot of people liked it. Yeah, Blueprints.
On the 18th, we had Lunar Remastered Collection for last-gen platforms. Switch
sorry.
1, PS4, Xbox One, PC.
Everything I said about the Suikoden release, I meant Lunar.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Lunar,
Suikoden's like what? Is that a Konami franchise?
I think so.
Yeah.
But
Jack's gonna look that up.
Lunar Remastered.
Lunar Remastered.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think
Lunar
this is
Remastered.
the first. I think this is the first 2 games of the series, like put together.
It is.
Yeah. So.
There's so
I
many
wanna get
fucking
this game.
RPG collections that came out.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of good RPG
It's bad.
collections. I can't blame you for mixing it up. Again, 2025, a stacked year, and RPG collections were one of the things that we got a bunch of. So
Yeah.
I haven't played Lunar yet in any capacity, so pass. But looking forward to playing this at some point.
Yeah.
Well,
so
at least the
everything
first
I
one.
said about Suikoden, I fucking hate Suikoden. Shit sucks. Lunar. I also haven't played it yet, but it was really hard to get.
So remember how I said that there was a game that got a Genesis release last month? This is the other game that came out on a retro system. We got on the 21st the GBA release of Shantae Risky Revolutions, Shantae Advance. It was the GBA version was handled by Limited Run Games. It did get a release on all modern platforms, like everything, in August, but it came out on GBA first. So they actually got the Shantae Advance game on a GBA cartridge in 2025.
They really did.
They did.
So
It
you know
makes
what? Fair play.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, this was like the lost, never released Game Boy Advance Shantae game. So
It's cool.
I will say
can't wait
limited
to play
run
it.
games has seemed to improve recently. So it's cool that they did this kind of a release, because it's like, yeah, a GBA game should have a GBA release. Did you guys end up getting the GBA cart, or did you just settle for one of the current gen platform releases?
Switch
we
release.
both just pre-ordered the Switch release,
Yeah.
which we should
Okay.
be getting like next month, I think.
It should be. Yeah, it should be within the next few weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the 22nd, the very day after the Shantae, we had the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered for current gen non-Switch. Wow. I mean, I've heard good things, but it's also the Elder Scrolls, so I don't care, pass.
I will say I think it's cool that they just shadow dropped it. They were just like, it's out now. Go play it.
Yeah, that was
That's
pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. I mean, it's still been 15 years since they put out a new game, but sure.
I think it was.
Oblivion
I think
Remastered.
it was the right thing to not overhype the remaster and just say, okay, here it is, just have it.
And you know what? I do appreciate that on some level, because they've just been doing. I feel like if they hyped it up, it would just be like, ugh, here comes Bethesda with another fucking remaster.
Yeah.
Another fucking port of an Elder Scrolls game.
All right. Pixel, you're in the chat. It's good to see you. The 24th, we had a couple of games. The first one, Claire Obscure Expedition 33, released on not Switch modern platforms. Smash.
Pass.
I actually get to talk about a game for once. The Claire Obscure Expedition 33, incredible game. I'm gonna say this right now. Claire Obscure does nothing revolutionary, does nothing innovative. What it does.
That's not what
is
the
it
internet tells me. They say it's the first RPG since the dawn of time.
Well, they're lying. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything special. But what it does do is it takes a ton of really good ideas that different RPGs have done over the years, and it puts them together and executes them in, I would not exaggerate to say, a masterclass execution. Like they have, like, if you can think of a cool mechanic they've done in an RPG, it's in Claire Obscure. The idea of like using like basically equipment, it's not really equipment, but like stuff that to like equipping abilities, mastering those abilities, and then just being able to use that ability on anybody you want by mastering it. They do that with the Pictos and the Luminas. You can upgrade your weapons, but you do get a sense of like progression and growth because there will be weapons later in the game that are objectively better. So you kind of get a best of both worlds sort of thing. The gameplay with the combat is like a mix of like Legend of Dragoon, like Mario RPG, a little bit of Persona with the style that it has, plus the ability to switch to a gun and aim and stuff like that. So it's got a lot of like just cool ideas put together. It's got a great story. And I'm not going to spoil it, though. If you are interested in such a game, in an RPG in 2020 that was released in 2025 that harkens back to retro RPGs in a really good way, just play it. It's great.
I'm not trying to even like discredit the quality of the game, but I genuinely think that part of the reason that Claire Obscure was as popular and successful as it was is because some people are just allergic to cartoonish art styles and they will not play anything unless it has like realistic graphics.
Yeah, I mean, like, to be fair, that's like Final Fantasy VII for its time when it was released on the PlayStation 1, like that was like the style was
kind of like that too.
The style was what got people. And
yeah.
then because anime style games were getting popular when Persona 5 came out, that's what it's honestly, it's a superficial thing, but at the same time, there's solid RPGs that got popular for superficial reasons. Oh, well. Yeah.
I mean,
it's a great game, though.
I mean, to respond to Pixel's comment where she says she doesn't even think it's that realistic, but it's compared to other JRPGs.
Yeah, it's mostly the character models. Like the environments are definitely very fantastical and very like not realistic at all, but like the character models are. But it's a great game though. On the 24th though, we did still have two other games. There was Fatal Fury City of the Wolves on PlayStation, Xbox Series, no Xbox One release, and PC. It is the first new Fatal Fury in over 25 years. I have read mixed things on it. Some people think it's great. Some people think it's just okay. But it is the first Fatal Fury in a long time, so...
Nice.
There's quite a lot of games that came out this year that, for some reason, they came out on PS4 and PS5, but they didn't get an Xbox One release despite getting an Xbox Series release. I don't know why, but that's just... Yeah, okay, whatever.
No one plays on the Xbox One.
Nobody plays on Xbox Series! There's more Xbox Ones out there than Xbox Series!
Yeah, but no one plays on the Xbox One.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
People play on the PlayStation 4, and they buy video games. See, this is the difference. They buy video games.
You're thinking.
They don't Netflix video game.
And then the final game released on the 24th is The 100 Line Last Defense Academy for Switch and PC. This is from the studio that is helmed by the minds between both Danganronpa and Zero Escape. It is, from what I've seen, a really good game. Allison played through this. She beat the main story. But the game also has a hefty post-game because of all the different endings you can do. So suffice to say, she has not touched a lot of that. But I don't think a lot of people have because it's a very large. But I've heard good things.
Just looking at the box art, it looks way closer to Danganronpa than Zero Escape.
Yeah.
So stylistically, it is very similar to Danganronpa. But it does have I feel like from what I was watching, it does have a slightly Zero Escape aspect to it with the way that the characters are interacting and they're trying to figure out who is doing a certain thing with the plot. I don't remember it too well because it's been a while since I was watching her play it, but it has a little bit of inspiration, but it's heavily Danganronpa more than Zero Escape, but it's got a little bit of that Zero Escape in there. The gameplay though is more of a mix of like Danganronpa and like strategy RPG, like light strategy RPG elements, not like super like crazy stuff, like closer to like an Advanced Wars sort of thing. So yeah. And then on the 25th of April, the last notable thing I had on PS5 exclusive, we got Days Gone remastered.
Yeah, smash.
I've already ranted about how I hate the fact that this game exists, but I just want to, and I've also pointed this out before, but the original Days Gone came out on Landon's birthday, April 26th, 2019, and then this one, the remaster, came out on my birthday, the 25th of 2025. Why does this game exist? Why do we... Who asked for a fucking Days Gone remaster? Landon, don't say me. I know you didn't ask for this bullshit.
I did, so you could have it on your birthday. I've got to eat shit. You got to eat shit, buddy.
All right. You know what? Fair enough.
I mean, there are people that like this game. They exist.
I mean, okay, that's fine. But, like, why does it need a remaster?
No, it doesn't.
Why do we... Right? Why who was asking for this?
Money.
Money, yeah. The money was asking for it.
It's a waste of resources.
Let's move on to May. May, on the 1st, we got the release of a game called Despalote, which came out on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. It is an indie first-person slice-of-life adventure title, and it has like an autobiographical angle because like there was like a very small indie team that made this, and the plot of the game actually centers around one of the people that made the game. So I've heard some decent things about the game. It's got like a little bit of a cult following for it. It is, very, under the radar for most people, but I just thought it was interesting. So yeah.
Pass.
On the 8th, there was the release of The Midnight Walk for PS5 and PC. It is another pretty notable indie game. This one's a first-person adventure, and it does have VR optional, and it is one of the only games that was interesting that came out this year that actually incorporated VR in any meaningful way. But that said, you don't need to play with the VR. You can just play without it. But I've heard pretty good things about it as a VR game, so sure.
Pass.
And then on the 13th, we got Labyrinth of the Demon King for Switch, PlayStation. It's on everything that was released at the time. It is a survival horror that is set in feudal Japan and has a PS1 horror visual inspiration.
I haven't heard of this, I don't think.
I think you'd find it interesting if you look at it. I saw it on the page and I did a little bit of research. It does look very cool. So I was like, you know what? I'll toss that on here because it's a very fascinating type of game. Like the fact that it's like PS1 style, and it's got like, it takes inspiration from that era of survival horror game, but the setting is feudal Japan. Like that's pretty cool because like feudal Japan's been used as like a set piece for a lot of games, but not something like this. So yeah.
Well, I'll look at it.
All right. On the 15th, we had the release of Doom: The Dark Ages on modern platforms, not Switch. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Haven't played this one yet.
Heard good things, but like nothing like over the top. Just if you like Doom, here's more Doom.
I mean, I think that's like part of the reason is because we've already had like 2 really great Doom games. So like another great Doom game is just like, cool,
more Doom.
Instead of like a big fucking deal,
Yeah, true. On the 16th, we had Capcom Fighting Collection 2. We made a bit of a big deal about Capcom Fighting Collection 1 that came out a little bit ago. But Capcom Fighting Collection 2 came out on last-gen platforms, Switch, PS4, Xbox One, PC as well. A lot of this stuff ends up getting PC releases, by the way. Notable games from this collection include, but are not limited to, the Capcom-developed versus SNK titles, and we got a couple of the Power Stone games.
Power Stone.
Pixel, why do you say pass for this?
She hates fun.
Damn.
I would say I don't remember Pixel really liking very many fighting games, so
No,
I mean,
it's not
that
her
checks
thing.
out. But here's something that probably is her thing. On the 21st, there was the release of Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time, which was released on everything besides Switch 2, and it would come out on Switch 2 on its launch day.
You mean
this is the level?
This game?
Yep, this is the level 5 life sim, farming sim RPG game. I don't know, level 5 made a game and people liked it, so that's interesting in 2025.
I threw it away.
Threw it away.
It's... Did you just toss that? I did just toss that shit.
Pixel's like, did you just toss that? Yeah, you
did.
absolutely did.
I did, for the bit. I'm gonna go order myself a new copy now.
All right, on the 23rd, there was Onimusha 2 Samurai's Destiny for last-gen systems, Switch, PS4, Xbox One, PC. So, yeah. This was, I think, a remaster of Onimusha 2, I believe. That's why it's on, like, last-gen stuff. And then closing out May, on the 30th, I'm not going to lie. So we got Elden Ring Night Rain on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. So this is an Elden Ring spin-off. I legitimately thought that this was just a DLC expansion at first.
No.
And then I had to actually had to do real research. I was like, oh, this was an actual full game.
Isn't
I have
this
to
like
add this to this thing.
Isn't it like a PvP thingy?
Yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah.
It's more multiplayer focused and less single player focused.
So
so, yeah.
pass.
Pass.
All right, let's move on to June. I think we'll get through June, and usually we save our
Okay. Well, pass even harder, I guess.
So usually we do up till August, but I think we'll get through June and then we'll take our quick mid podcast break. On the June 5th, we had Nintendo Switch 2 hardware released, including notable launch titles not previously mentioned, not limited, but including Bravely Default Flying Fairy
Pass.
HD Remaster, Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition,
Smidge.
Deltarune Chapters 1 through 4.
Pass.
3 and 4 were released on Switch, PlayStation, and PC the previous day. We had Fast Fusion. That's a good game. I'll talk about that in a second.
Smidge.
Mario Kart World.
Pass.
We got Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, which was not in package. Just a reminder.
Pass.
just a reminder. We had Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma, which was also released on Switch and PC. Mostly notable because it was one of the actual full-fledged physical releases that the Switch 2 got. We got Sonic X Shadow Generations and Yakuza 0 Director's Cut, which was released on other platforms in December.
Neat.
Pass to both of those because they're carts or game key carts.
Yeah, but the PS5 version of Yakuza 0 is on the disc.
Yeah, we don't got to keep beating the dead horse, digging it up from its grave and beating it again.
Yes, we
do.
We're gonna have a whole a whole nother podcast for that come June.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, actually, no, yeah.
Yes.
I want to talk about Fast Fusion because I didn't get to talk too much about it the last few times we've talked about Switch 2 specifically. We did talk a lot about the Switch 2 in general a couple of different times this past season because it was new Nintendo hardware and we're Nintendo fans. What the fuck do you expect? Duh. But Fast Fusion I actually played a lot more of very recently to try to get a refresher. I like this game a lot. I like this game actually more than Fast RMX because Fast RMX was pretty difficult, but Fast Fusion, it's a lot easier on the lower difficulties, so it's easier to get into if you're a new player. The fusion mechanic is really cool, and the interesting thing about it is normally when you do fusion stuff in games, it usually doesn't matter what order you pick the things that are going to be fused together. In this game, it actually does matter. So if you pick one specific car first to fuse, it can actually be different if you flip them around, and their names actually fuse together to signify different outcomes. And you pretty much always want to be fusing stuff because you'll always get like the better vehicles to play with. Other than that, it is a fast game, so you've got the very F-Zero inspired high-speed gameplay, high like cybernetic track design, and just overall style. The graphics are fantastic, like one of the probably the best Switch 2 game I've seen. Not just because it's like realistic, but just like the textures, like the fidelity, lighting, just visual effects for like going fast and everything. But it's got your typical fast gameplay, so you can do boosting. You have to switch between two colors and collect orbs and go on like colored panels that match your color. And other than that, yeah, it's just a good high-speed racer. My only complaint is that I really hope that the next fast game that they do, they lean more heavily into trying to diversify track aesthetic design, because there's a lot of cybernetic style tracks, but they did add a couple like interesting ones this time where like you might be going through like a cave system for a little bit part of a track. There's one where like you're going through a dense forest with like really wet land, like drenched rain like on the tracks, so it's like muddy floor, and I want them to do more of that, because like other than that the track diversity is a little lacking. Other than that, solid game, really good. Had a lot of fun.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do they do what kind of fusion do they do? Do they do like the fusion dance, or do they do Patara fusion?
So when you put them together, they like spin around, so it's probably Patara.
Oh. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I figured I'd give you an honest answer.
Yeah.
The only other thing I wanted to mention out of all of these is, even though it's a game key card, I am interested in eventually playing Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD, just because I love that game, but I have no idea when I'll ever touch that, to be honest. I have other games to play.
Tomorrow's a day.
So yeah, not tomorrow. Not even close.
Damn.
Not even close.
Not even
Jack,
tomorrow?
anything you want to say real quick about anything involving Switch 2 hardware besides stuff we've already said?
Nope.
No. Landon, anything else?
I own the camera, and I still haven't used it.
Yeah, smash.
Yeah, smash.
Smash for just the camera.
Smash the camera into the ground.
Yeah. Now, the Switch 2 hardware release is really cool, exciting, awesome. On the 10th, we got the release of Mind's Eye on modern non-Switch platforms, which is hilariously known as the worst reviewed game of the entire year. I don't know anything about it besides it has a really funny reputation as being a terrible game.
This is a
camera.
better investment than buying a copy of Mind's Eye.
There you go.
There you go.
Instead of buying Mind's Eye, just get us a Nintendo Switch 2 USB-C camera. You don't even have to use it on a Switch 2. It's just a USB-C camera.
I could plug it into my laptop and use it instead of that. I choose not to.
But you could.
I could. We could have double camera vision.
And that automatically makes it better than Mind's Eye.
I have been asked, why do you buy that shit, LOL? Because Jack was supposed to play Mario Party with me.
I never said I would buy a camera.
I didn't say you had to buy a camera. I just said you were going to play Mario Party with me.
You don't need to use the camera. You can just put on game chat and play Mario Party with him.
Is the assumption that you would be using the camera during Mario Party?
Yeah, I could use I can use the camera during Mario Party, so you can see my ugly mug.
Anyway, on the 12th we had the release port of Backyard Baseball 97. It was on PC last year, and it was earlier in the year on mobile, but we got a remaster of the original game on consoles, which is pretty interesting. It came out on Switch and PS5. It's not the only backyard sports game that got a remaster and was brought to consoles this year, but it's the only one I put here because it was the first one that they did in the year. You okay, Jack?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Sorry, I was reading something. Yeah, Backyard Baseball.
Hell yeah, Backyard Baseball, baby.
Shout out to the Blue Bombers. Shout out to Kenny and Vicky and Pablo and Keisha and all the others.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Pixel. Not even a scratch on it.
Not even a scratch on the webcam.
It hit this thing.
Oh, God.
Damn
those things.
Child toys, so take that.
All right. There's going to be a lot of games coming out within days of each other. We got on the 6th, 16th, the release of Gex Trilogy on Switch, PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. So everything but Switch 2 for modern platforms, because Switch 2 is now out by now. Compilation of the original Gex games, which was actually from Limited Run Games. They handled this release.
Too bad all of the games are garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is Gex. Those games have not aged the best. Yeah. I said it.
He said the line. You should sue for copyright infringement.
I have heard that Gex has a following. There's some people that like it. But I will probably not get this game because I don't care.
Those people also probably huff gasoline. So
this is worse than the luau at Tony Danza's house.
This podcast
also released on the 16th was on PC. There was a game called Peak, which is a co-op adventure game where you climb a mountain with your friends. It's I've heard some people really had a lot of fun with this game. Interestingly, it managed to sell 10 million copies, so I'm guessing it probably
it was pretty popular. I remember hearing about this. Yeah. Until we play it, pass.
Yeah, until Jack buys it for me, pass.
On the very next day, we got the release of Date Everything on Switch, PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. It is a sandbox dating sim where you can date anthropomorphized versions of everyday household objects. So you can date an anthropomorphized version of a toaster or a fridge.
I hope ProZD got royalties for the fucking Cherrim anime ripoff this game is.
I hope there is a dildo character.
That would be nice.
That would be funny. I just added this because I just thought the premise was ridiculous, and it does have a following of sorts. There are some weirdos who have this game.
It does.
On the 19th, we had Raito Remastered, the Mystery of the Soulless Army on both Switch and Switch 2. Actually, everything. Just out everything. You can get this on whatever you want.
Whatever you feel like, man.
It's Raito Remastered. Give us more remasters of older, not re-released yet Atlas games. Atlas/Sega. You cowards.
We said it.
I think we need more remasters of games that are out of print in general.
Yeah. So, it's pretty cool that we got this.
We should get a remaster of Lexine's Quest, a certain generic RPG, 10th Anniversary Edition.
We passed the 10th anniversary for that one, unfortunately.
But it'll only be released on the KJ Papper.
Yeah. It needs to be a remaster of that version at the 15-year anniversary.
I was gonna say Landon would be the type to do to release the Lexine's Quest 20th anniversary edition, but it's the 14th anniversary.
All right, on the 26th, so we're skipping a week. We got several games all released. The first two, we got Persona 5: The Phantom X, which is basically a mobile game, but it happens to have a PC port. It's a Persona spin-off. And then also Uma Musume Pretty Derby, which was also a mobile game, which happened to get a PC version. Another notable game. This one was already out in other regions. It just finally came out to the rest of the world this year. Two notable mobile games, but I don't care about mobile games. Pass.
But one's got the horse girls.
One does have the horse girls, and that is cool.
That's why I gave it a sideways thumb as opposed to a downward thumb.
Sideways thumb.
Yeah, it gets that.
True. And then I guess there was also released of some fucking PS5 exclusive called Death Stranding 2 on the Beach. I don't know.
Huh. Have you ever heard of that game, Jack?
I've heard of that. I've heard of the Neil Young album On the Beach, which is absolutely what this game is named after.
Okay. Have you heard of that?
I don't care if Kojima hasn't confirmed it. I guarantee that's what he named it after.
Have you heard of an obscure gaming studio called Kojima Productions? I don't know much about them.
You know what? It's funny. I genuinely forgot that this game... I remembered that it came out, but, I keep forgetting that it did because I feel like no one really talked about it when it came out.
I've heard good things from what few people have played it, but I feel like this game definitely came out in too packed of a year to be, more notable than it could have been.
Yeah. It also just kind of came out in a weird time. End of June is I feel like an odd time for a game like this to release.
Yeah, odd time coming out at the same month as brand new gaming hardware. Like so.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day later, rounding out June, we have Tamagotchi Plaza on Switch and Switch 2, which was the first Tamagotchi game to release outside of Japan in 18 years. It was also apparently not a very good game. So, yeah, it just kind of came and went.
They were sheltering us.
Yeah, it just kind of came and went. It looked interesting from what was shown back when it was revealed at the Direct, but there's a reason that my girlfriend forgot about it, even though she was interested originally.
Has a physical Switch 2 release in Japan, and I thought about importing it until
just for the sake of that.
Well, I thought about it, and then and then it came out, and then it was like gross, and then I was like, okay, never mind.
I don't have to waste money.
Yeah,
I am gonna get up to get another can of tea to refresh my throat. Jack, would you like to do the honors and talk about what we've been up to on Twitch real quick? Also, I'll just get the shout outs out of the way. On Patreon, we have 2 gold stooge tiers, both Al and Pixel. So we got Horai Hime and Pixel Vixen. Thank you to both of you. Other than that, Jack, you can cover everything else. I'll be right back.
All right. Hey, everybody. This is Jack from the Gaming Stooges. Here
Hi,
to talk to you about the Gaming Stooges. Hi, Landon from the Gaming Stooges. Here to talk to you about the Gaming Stooges Patreon, where you can subscribe for either $3 or $5 a month at the Silver or Gold Stooge tier, respectively. When you subscribe to our Patreon, you get access to exclusive content. We upload monthly videos of various topics, including tier lists. We have Delta Green playthroughs. We have tax alignment charts for characters. Do they pay taxes? Who knows? But you get access to all of those videos that are exclusive to our Patreon, in addition to voting rights on future content that you see on our Twitch channel, whether it be podcast topics or future stream playthroughs. As far as our Twitch is concerned, currently I am still playing through Yakuza 0. I just got to Chapter 8 last night. We're playing as Majima right now, trying to figure out what's going on with the blind girl and what we're going to do with her. Landon just recently started Dragon Quest V Hand of the Heavenly Bride DS edition via twitch.com/GamingStooges.
Yeah.
And then Cloud
beat Super Mario Odyssey.
Cloud beat Super Mario Odyssey.
I actually did the post game. I did like the darker side, like the final, basically like the Grandmaster Galaxy equivalent of in this game. So I didn't complete it because it is a game that has like 800 plus moons, but I did do everything that was worth doing in the game up to that point that I could do. So I do have another game coming up. I'm just going to say it right now. It's specifically for our Gold Stooge tier Al. I'm going to be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Monster Capsule Game Boy off the Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days collection. Wow.
That we mentioned earlier in this podcast. Wow.
It is it's like a strategy RPG using Yu-Gi-Oh! Monsters, and it does like it takes after like the capsule monster thing that they had in like one of the very early manga chapters, so it'll be pretty cool.
Did they ever make a game based on Dungeon Dice Monsters?
They did. Yep. And
hell yeah.
I think that's one of the games on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days collection. if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I think that's there. I'll check it real quick.
Make Duke Devlin proud.
I could play that if it is on there.
But to finish
it is.
Hell yeah. To finish the Patreon spiel, you get access to all of that at the Silver Stooge tier, and at the Gold Stooge tier you get all of that plus a special shout out from us, which Cloud mentioned before. We have a Discord where you can join and talk to us about video games if you're so inclined, and you can keep up with our future schedules and updates on content. And we have a YouTube channel where you can watch VODs of all of our Twitch streams and also all of our podcast episodes. And I believe that covers everything.
You want to know something really cool about that Dungeon Dice Monsters release through the Early Days collection? There are several games on the Early Days collection that have online multiplayer. That is one of them.
Oh my god. Online Dungeon Dice Monsters,
Online
baby.
Dungeon Dice Monsters.
Hell
it's a good,
yeah.
Like, yeah, the games are archaic, but it's a good-ass collection in my opinion, so yeah.
I believe it.
All right, let's move on to July. Landon's getting up, but honestly, he's not missing too much for the first couple entries. So hopefully he'll just be back in time to talk about the third thing. On the first, there was a release of a game called Mecha Break, which was an Xbox console exclusive, but this did come out on both Xbox One and Series. It is a mecha game. It's a mecha combat game, which just happened to be Xbox exclusive, console exclusive for some reason. I remember it looks really, really cool. But that said, it being an Xbox console exclusive means I have no interest in it. Pass.
Yeah, pass.
And then on the 10th, there was the release of System Shock 2 25th Anniversary Remaster, which came out on Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox. There was already a PC release the previous month, and this was the first console release of System Shock 2, period. System Shock 2 was known as a big-time PC game since it came out, 25 years ago. And this is literally the first time ever that we've had System Shock 2 on consoles, not on PC. So that's the main reason I put this here. That's pretty cool. Interesting. Landon, you're back just in time. We're going to talk about the releases on July 11th. The first one's Patapon 1+2 Replay on Switch, PS5, and PC.
Pass. Haven't played it yet.
There you go.
Fucking wish I could. I mean, I can.
Jack, I'm sure you're going to say the same thing as Landon did about Patapon with this next one. On the 11th, we had Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3+4, which came out on everything.
I have played this a little bit, actually. I don't own it, but I've played it on my friend's PS5.
He stole it.
Part of the reason why I don't own it is because the Switch 2 version is a code-in box, and because the digital download on the Switch 2 is 40 gigabytes. No fucking thank you. I need to just buy it on PS4 so I can actually play it pretty extensively. But from what little I've played, it's it's the same as 1+2.
Do you have a micro SD Express for your Switch 2 yet?
Not yet.
Okay, it's the fact that you don't have one, I can totally understand you really not wanting to get anything that takes a bunch of storage, because you have 5 big games on that thing and it's already eaten the fuck up. So
yeah,
understandable. I would say probably try to get one at some point, but yeah, until you do.
Oh yeah, definitely. I definitely will at some point.
All right. The next entry that we're going to talk about, we'll try to keep it brief because we do have more extensive thoughts on our bonus video if you want to hear a bigger thing about it. But on the 17th, we got Donkey Kong Bonanza for the Switch 2. And I will summarize what I said in the bonus video, but I'll try to be a little bit more. I'll try to mention something I didn't. Donkey Kong Bonanza is probably the game that, in my opinion, is most holding up the Switch 2 right now. If you're buying a Switch 2, you should be getting Donkey Kong Bonanza. This game is fantastic. It feels incredible to control. It's a lot of fun. They really took a lot of good ideas and just executed super well on them. And has the best finale in a 3D platformer I've ever played.
See, I know Pixel hates fun games because she said piss to this, so...
She said piss to Donkey Kong Bonanza?
Yeah, it's right
what
there.
What the fuck? What the fuck? This is the game of the year. Spoiler alert. This is the game of the year.
It's maybe the third best game of the year. I don't know.
I was gonna say, out of the three of us, if we averaged what our favorite games are this year, I think Donkey Kong Bonanza would end up as number one.
I don't know. Depends on how many
mostly
points
because
I've the specific games. Because I give it
because I've played fewer games than you guys, and it's my favorite game that came out.
Landon, anything you want to say real quick about Donkey Kong Bonanza?
Oh,
banana.
It is the most surprising video game that I played. That I was not going to buy it, was not going to play it right away, and then someone was like, here, take it. And then I was like, okay. I don't want to play Pokemon Scarlet, so cool, here we go. And then I played it.
An excuse.
Yeah, and then I played Pokemon Scarlet anyway.
Thank you.
There's that.
I'm happy that you did. But I'm also happy that you played this game, because this game's great.
This game is pretty... It's right there.
Like a 45-degree thumbs
Like
thumbs
a 45-degree up out of that many
Out of 90 degrees.
Nope.
105.
Yeah.
120. It's about 120. It's 30. It's 30 degrees away from the 90. Yeah. Anyway, Donkey Kong Bonanza. If you want more detailed thoughts, we do have a bonus video, but we did just want to say, hey, it's a great game. Awesome game for Switch 2. On the 18th, we got Shadow Labyrinth on everything besides PS4. I don't know why no PS4 version for this, but it is the Pac-Man Metroidvania. Honestly, if this came out in a quieter year, this might have had people being like, oh, this is cool. It's a Pac-Man game, but it's like Metroidvania. But you have like several prominent Metroidvanias come out this year, and also just too many games that just push this into obscurity. Like, nobody's talking about this game.
Yeah, pass.
Yeah, pass.
On the 22nd, there was the release of Monument Valley 3 on Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. It was released on mobile last year. Notably, with the release of Monument Valley 3, we also got Monument Valley 1 and 2 on Switch as well.
All three, baby. All three.
All three?
All three.
He says all three.
Anything else you want to say about Monument Valley?
Bought it, haven't played it yet.
Cool. All
Pass.
right. On the 25th, we got the release of No Sleep for Kaname Date from AI The Somnium Files for Switch, Switch 2, and PC. It is coming to other platforms in February of this year on the 26th. It's really funny. This game got a lot of attention during the Nintendo Directs. Like, they showed this off several times. Allison's pretty interested in playing the AI Somnium Files games, so she's going to want to play this, but they're not my thing, so like pass, but it looked pretty cool, so yeah.
It's like a Zero Escape, I think. So, Jack.
Yeah, something like that.
You
might like it, Jack. Yeah.
You shouldn't play any of the games.
Yeah, don't play the AI Somnium Files games. They're nothing like what you'd like.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Don't play them.
Okay.
Close.
I'll take your word for it.
All right, we saved him.
On the 31st, we had two games. First one is Dear Me, I Was, which is a Switch 2 exclusive, and Arc System Works textless adventure game.
Oh.
I have heard some people
This game.
were like, yeah. I mean, I haven't seen what the game looked like, but I just remember I was watching a video from Good Vibes Gaming, and they had they were ranking Switch 2 games based on submissions that people had, and there were quite a few people that were pretty high on this game, but I know nothing about it. So
Yeah,
pass.
I just remember this being the highlight of an Arc System Works stream that they did during the summer. This was
for
one of their
most Arc
biggest
Arc
titles.
System Works fans, that's for people tuning into the usual Arc System Works stuff, that was probably a what the fuck for them.
Yeah, it's what they
hey.
opened with, and I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. For someone like you or me, we'd probably look at that yeah, cool. But most Arc System Works fans are probably what the fuck is this shit? But,
Yeah.
Also on the 31st of July, we had Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, which came out on everything, and I have heard incredible things about this game. I've heard this game is really cool.
I have heard the same thing. I've been thinking about maybe adding it to my wish list, so there's that.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Let's move on to August. On the 7th, we had Gradius Origins for Switch, PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. It also includes a brand new title called Salamander 3. This is a collection of Gradius games with a lot of really cool quality of life options and stuff, except for Salamander 3, since that was a new game that didn't include all of the same quality of life stuff Landon mentioned at some point on something we recorded. I don't remember.
The video we literally did Monday.
On Monday. Okay. That was the only time that you said it.
The Patreon exclusive, timed exclusive video.
I feel like you also said it
Oh, I probably
on
did.
one of one of the podcasts around when this game came out.
Potentially.
But yeah.
Probably when I played it.
I still need to get this.
I like it. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it doesn't have every single Gradius title ever, but it has a lot of them and a lot of versions of them. And the quality of life features make it to where I can play it. If I could give it a rating out of a certain number of games, I might give it a 10.
There you go.
Yeah.
The next day, on the 8th of August, we got the release of Tori Saturn for Switch and PC. This is my game. All right, so let me just say a few words about this game. Tori Saturn is a Sega Saturn graphically styled 3D platformer where you play as a bird with sunglasses and a jetpack. and it is really cool. It's got like speed-based platforming where you want to try to run along dash pads and try to homing attack these like star-shaped dash pad aerial dash pads to like fly through them. And the goal is to basically try to get to the end of levels as fast as possible. It has a Sonic Unleashed Wii/PS2 ranking system where your time is your rank, and it actually will like show you with like the color underneath your time matching the color of the letter that the rank goes to. So it starts at gold for S. I think it's green for A, blue is, or B is pink, and blue is C. I don't know if there's a D rank. I've never gotten a D rank on anything. But I loved this game. It's very short. It is $5 on the eShop, and there's a lot of cool homages to just like classic, Saturn and Dreamcast era games. Jack, I swear on my life, you would love this game, even though it's like short. If you don't play it...
You've told me a lot about this one. I really need to just buy it and play it.
If you don't buy it and play it soon, I will stream it and make you watch the stream and get you to buy this game. Like, I want you to play this. It is so fun, and you would love it. It's so good. Yeah, no, I like Tori Saturn a lot, and yeah, just I hope for more. There's a lot of Tori games, by the way. This is the first one that I played. This is also the newest one, so it's got like the most fine-tuned gameplay. So I'm looking forward to seeing where the Tori series goes from here, because I hope that they keep making similar stuff like this. Fun fact, the song in the last level of the main story, they got Johnny Gioeli to do vocals for, so that's really cool.
Hell yeah.
On the 14th, too bad Landon's not here to say piss, we got Dragon Drive on Switch 2, a game I had no interest in from the jump. It came out, there was a couple of people that really wanted to give this game a try because it was a Switch 2 exclusive, and nobody talked about it after like the first 2 weeks. Cool.
Yep.
It's got the gimmick where like you use the mouse controls and you're supposed to like put both in the mouse mode, and like you're using a wheelchair because it's the wheelchair basketball robot game.
Yep.
Okay. It looks fun for what it is, but it's too basic and it's too multiplayer focused for my taste, so whatever. On the 15th, we have a remake of Off, which came out on Switch and PC. This remake was made by Fangamer, and the Switch version is the first release that we got of Off outside of PC. We actually finally have Off on a console. Off, if for those who don't know, was originally an indie RPG made in RPG Maker with very like creepy, unsettling vibe to it. So it had like aspects of like Earthbound, but also Tim Burton sort of like fused like inspiration. And it had a really cool plot. I've always been interested in this game ever since watching the Markiplier playthrough of it. And I do want to play this game on Switch. The Switch version does use, or at least I think the remake in general, uses Unity instead of RPG Maker, but it's effectively the same game. It just has some new tweaks to it. So, yeah, cool. I'm glad to see that this game exists. I just haven't played it yet.
I still got to get the Switch version of it. I have played the original game. It's been a long time, but it is great, and I really just need to order the Switch copy for this game, because it did get a physical. Fangamer put it out physically.
Yep, they did. So not only did they help make the remake, they also released it so that you can have it. On the 16th, there was the newest Toho mainline game from Zune, Toho Kinjokyo Fossilized Wonders on PC. It is it's your typical Toho top-down shmup. It is pretty cool in the sense that, like, a lot like Toho 18, they have like a weird aspect to like tailoring your abilities based on different options that you choose. In the other game, you'd like pick like cards, and it would pick like different like passive abilities that you could do. And this time you're like picking more like active, like changing your shot type based on the options that you choose. And I'm still tweaking with like different like choices, because you play as Reimu or Marisa, and they both get different options based on what you pick, and it's like there's 4 different stones that you can pick through. So like they're slowed down and they're unslowed down, like they're unfocused and focused shots are different. Their passive abilities are different based on which one you pick, and there's like just a bunch of different like options that you can go with because of that. So it's interesting. It's okay. Like I still haven't 1cc'd it, and I'm not like a super big fan of the game. Like I enjoy it, but like it's definitely not as good as 18 to me. And 18 was like an all-timer of a Toho game, so it's just, yeah, it's whatever. It's cool. If you like Toho, it's here. Oh my god. Landon with the perfect timing again. Landon, perfect timing once again. I don't know how you do it. You're here just in time for me to bring up a game that actually means something to you.
Really?
On the 19th, yeah, not ironically. On the 19th, we had Sword of the Sea on PS5 and PC, a new adventure game from Giant Squid.
Why would you fucking tease me like this? Why would you tell me about this game? I want to play this so bad. Why would you do this to me?
I know.
Ugh.
Anything else you want to say, or is just, yeah?
I really want to play this game. Why would you do this to me? Why?
I'm sure.
Why would you do this to me? And why would they do this to me? Make a PS5 video game.
Yeah, true.
I
They
don't
couldn't
even
even
care.
put it on Switch 2 for you.
Listen, I don't even care that it's a digital only game. This, I would buy this if I had fucking time to play my PlayStation 5.
They should have just put it on Switch 2.
They should have put it on Switch 2. I would have bought it digitally. There's that. Balls in
Like,
your
this
court.
is the kind of game. Yeah. There you go. On the 28th, we got a bunch of releases at the end of August, like a bunch on both the 28th and 29th. But on the 28th, we got, oh boy, Kirby and the Forgotten Land Switch 2, Nintendo Switch 2 edition, plus Star-Crossed World. So this was a re-release of Kirby and the Forgotten Land, updated visuals and performance for Switch 2, and extra content in the form of the Star-Crossed World, which is a decent amount of new content. Smash. This game on the Switch was, like the original release, was our collective 2022 game of the year. And we got new content for it, and it runs really nice and looks really great on the Switch too. Thumbs up.
Smash.
Star-Crossed World content was a lot of fun. I'm glad that they added it. Like, yeah.
Fucking enjoyed this shit. It is the one game I'm banned from buying more than one copy of. Shit sucks, man.
On the 28th, there was also Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater on modern platforms non-Switch. This was pretty cool for Metal Gear fans, but pass.
I still haven't played this one, and I haven't heard anyone's, I don't recall ever actually hearing anyone's opinion on this remake.
From what I have gathered, it is a really good remake in terms of gameplay, but the performance is kind of ass. It's like it doesn't perform super well in super intensive parts of the game. So,
gotcha.
Also on the 28th, there was a release. This one's for Al. The release of Super Robot Wars Y on Switch, PS5, and PC. So we got the new Super Robot Wars game. He loves the Super Robot Wars series. So whenever a big new release in that franchise comes up, I gotta have it here just for him. Al, hopefully you enjoyed that game. New Super Robot Wars. Yeah.
Smash for Godzilla.
Smash for Godzilla there. Yes, they did add Godzilla to this one. On 29th of August, we had Lost Soul Aside for PS5 and PC. This was a Sony-published game from a Chinese studio. They have like a Chinese developer make this game. So I've heard, this game's fine, but I haven't heard people super over the moon about it. But hey, they got Sony IP game out in August. Okay. Oh, I thought Landon was going to say something. On the 29th, on the 29th, we also got Shinobi Art of Vengeance on Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Everything but Switch 2. I've also heard good things about this game, but I haven't played it. Pass.
I have played it. Pass, because at the time I played it, the Switch version's performance was ass.
Yeah, I did hear that this game performed like ass on the Switch 1. They did patch it later,
yes.
But
I have not played it since patch, because a bunch of other fucking shit came out, and I was like, well, I'd rather play a bunch of other fucking shit right now. So, it's on my list to go back to and play, but neat.
Let's get through September. A lot of games here. On the 4th, we had Hollow Knight Silksong, which came out on everything. This is like one of the biggest games of the year for most people, but for us, it doesn't matter at all.
It's a big old pass.
On the 5th, we had quite a few games come out. There was Everybody's Golf Hot Shots on Switch, PS5, and PC. I'll give this a smidge.
Oh.
So here's the thing. I really enjoy the Hot Shots gameplay, and I like this game. The problem is, at least on the Switch, which is the version that I played through the Switch 2, it doesn't run well, and it has quite a bit of bugs to it. They did fix a bunch of them after the fact, but it just that alone just kind of put me off, because at first this game was in like completely 30 FPS. Even the gauges, even if like the rest of the game is 30 FPS, the gauges in the rest of the series were always 60, so you could get a fine-tuned shot. But originally they didn't do that. They just made the gauges 30, and it fucked up like your shots like all the time. They fixed that. They fixed that, but they then had problems with the Switch port doing other weird shit. So they had to spend a lot of time fixing the game. It runs pretty well now and doesn't really have any major problems. But by that point, like, I already had my fill. I had enough fun with it. It's super grindy to like get everything you want. So it's fine. It's a smidge. I had fun.
If I gave you this keychain, would you bump it up?
Suzuki keychain? Ooh, that's a tough one. Maybe I might bump it up.
Okay. We'll think about it, folks.
All right. On the 5th, there was Daemon X Machina Titanic Scion for Switch 2, PS5, Xbox Series, PC. So current gen modern platforms. New Daemon X Machina. If you liked the original game, we got a new one.
I have played the demo.
Okay.
Yay.
And then also on the 5th, I think I missed the letter S in the name. I'm pretty sure it's Chronos. Chronos The New Dawn for, once again, all of the modern platforms. Switch 2, PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. I've heard, like, this was a major title, but, like, I didn't give a shit about it, so pass. On the 10th, though, we got Garfield Kart 2 All You Can Drift for Switch, PS5, Xbox Series, and PC.
Kart Racer of the Year, baby!
We got another... I can't believe they made a Garfield Kart 2.
Out of all of the kart racers, this might be number 3.
On the 12th, we had Borderlands 4 on modern gen, except for Switch 2. Borderlands 4. I mean, I've heard this game is better than Borderlands 3, but also Randy Pitchford's a dumbass, and he can't shut the fuck up, so a pass.
Yeah.
I think, I'm gonna say, I think that this kind of went under the radar, relatively speaking, because it was just sandwiched in between two phenomenal games before it and after it.
Speaking of which,
Garfield
1 week
Kart
later,
as one of those games?
Yes.
Okay, we're talking about Garfield Kart 2.
And on the 19th, Trails in the Sky First Chapter for Switch, Switch 2, PS5, and PC.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Trails in the Sky.
Yeah.
I played the demo of this. I thought the demo was fantastic. I'm really looking forward to playing the full game later this year.
It's
Trails in the Sky First Chapter, baby.
Jack's got it.
It's probably pretty good. I don't know.
Landon, you really like this game, but you did talk a lot about it in our bonus video, so you can get his full thoughts there. Is there anything you wanted to just say here?
Pixel says piss, which means she really hates fun.
I think she's just here to troll at this point.
Well, she is always here to troll me. That is 100% true. She is here to troll me. That is her goal in life. But the other guys like it, Pixel. So what are you going to do about that? I mean, they haven't. I mean, one of them's played the demo, the other one
I can say
held
that
the
I
game. But it has 2 of his favorite characters ever. 3 of his favorite characters ever. Sorry.
It's true. It has my husband, my second husband, and my wife.
Yeah.
There you go.
Smash for Cloud Jack, but piss for me. Sounds about right. Yeah, it might be a good game. I don't know. Fuck it.
All right. And then also released on the 25th, we got quite a few games. So, Nintendo really likes to randomly put out a piece of garbage once in a while, but just like not say that they're releasing anything because they're ashamed of it. And they did that on the 25th with Fire Emblem Shadows for mobile. It was a pretty poorly received, weird, like I don't remember the exact like gameplay, but it's kind of like it's not entirely like the typical Fire Emblem gameplay, like so to speak. It's weird.
You're supposed
I
to
don't
guess
know.
who like the bad guy is.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
It's
Like-
it's basically Among Us, but a Fire Emblem game. Like you do like Fire Emblem combat, and then you're supposed to guess who the bad guy is. And it's like, what?
I don't know why they did this.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, okay. It is also notably the second worst reviewed game of the entire year, behind Mind's Eye.
True.
Nintendo literally just like kind of just shadowed, like they kind of just like said, this game's out. We're not going to advertise for it. We're just going to walk away and pretend that it doesn't exist and we have no association with it. So yeah. We also got on the 25th Hades 2 for Switch 2 PC. Hades 2 is a big game. A lot of people loved it. How do you feel about it? Did you get to play a lot of it?
I played a number of hours
was-
greater than 0.
It was. I mean, I'm not gonna spoil it, but Lennon mentions it in the Patreon video.
Oh,
In the bonus video. It's going to be out on YouTube
Bonus
as well
video,
later.
right,
the
right.
Bonus
timed,
video.
the timed exclusive
The timed
Patreon
exclusive.
video.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you like that type of game, you might love it, and I might
Yeah,
like
still
that
need to
type
get
of
it.
game, so I might like it.
On the 25th as well, once again, another big release. We got Silent Hill F for modern consoles besides Switch 2. And this was a pretty well-received Silent Hill game. It is technically a spin-off, but it's a big release for the series. Like, a lot of people really like this game. I saw gameplay of it. Remember, like, when they were, like, revealing it and showing it off. And I really want to play this. That said, I haven't played it, so pass.
It looks interesting, but I also have not played it, so pass.
Yeah, fuck this garbage. It stinks. Smidge.
And then the last game for the 25th, at least, we have Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, released on everything but Switch 2, which would get a version released later in the year. And we are going to get a physical release for that Switch 2 version in a few months, as of this podcast recording.
For Silent Hill, Pixel said piss from fear. I'm so scared. Just fair.
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 Sonic Racing Cross Worlds looks really exciting. Looking forward to playing it, but haven't played it yet. Pass.
I will also assume that's what she means about Sonic Crossworld, because, like,
Pissing from fear.
pissing from fear
And
going
being
through dimensional portals, that's a fear of mine. So, piss indeed.
On the 26th, one day later, we had the release of Pac-Man World 2 Repack for everything. I'm going to give this a smidge.
Ooh,
It's a lot of fun,
rough.
but it is a pretty... I forgot how hard of a game Pac-Man World 2 is, and it is not made better by the fact that the Switch version, because I only played the Switch 1 version, because for some reason Bandai Namco said, we're not going to do an upgrade path to the Switch 2 version through the Switch 1 version. Don't know why. They didn't. But also, the Switch 1 version, I think it runs at 30 FPS, and it really fucks with, like, the tight controls that you kind of need for some of the jumps in the later stages. Like, I'm in World 4 out of 5, and I'm having a hard time beating the levels. And I was already having a hard time on World 3. I haven't beaten this game yet, because this game's hard. And playing it in 30 FPS, when you got these dinky-ass little platforms you need to land on. So that's a smidge. Honestly, if I got this on a different system where it was running, where it could run better, I'd probably have a little bit of a better time. But alas, I wanted a physical copy and I wanted to play it on my Nintendo.
How dare you want to play it on your
That's
Nintendo?
Anybody else for Pac-Man World 2 Repack, or was I the only one?
I bought it, like,
All right.
in Christmas. I didn't buy it, like, when it came out. But
on
I
the
played it on the GameCube, and I liked it on the GameCube. So there's that.
All right. On the 30th, we had the release of Final Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles, which came out on everything except Xbox One.
Hell yeah, brother.
This is a new release for Final Fantasy Tactics that mostly adapts the War of the Lions script, rewrites it to be a little bit less like Shakespearean and a little more just like normal. But it does not include War of the Lions gameplay content. That said, though, they added voice acting for everything. Like literally every part of the game has voice acting. There's a bunch of quality of life upgrades. It is a fantastic version of the game. I do think that like if you're trying to get into a version of Final Fantasy Tactics to play today, you should just play this one because you're not missing too much, honestly. You don't lose that much from this that you don't get back in other areas. I beat this game. I love it. That said, because it is just a new version of a game that I already love to death and have played like 5 times over, I disqualified it from any Game of the Year lists that I was coming up with. But Smash anyway.
So they don't speak like they're from a Dragon Quest game?
No. I mean, sort of. Like, not... So, like, they're not like that... They don't have, like, the heavy British accents that, like, some of the dialects have. But they do have a twinge of it. So, like, it's like... It's like if they... I don't know how to explain it, but I don't want to get into it. But, yeah.
How am I supposed to like this game if they don't speak funny at me?
Exactly.
I mean, just play it and find out. I can't really say for you, like, how much of, like, a dragon... Here's the thing. You're asking the guy that plays Dragon Quest games in Japanese.
I don't know.
Also on the 30th, there was Lego Party for everything except for Switch 2. It's Mario Party, but Lego. Okay. Pass. I need bad Scottish accents in written text boxes. There is a couple of, like... So there... None of, like, the named party members that you'll play have, like, the thick accent like that. I did get a few generic units that are kind of like that, though. And I think your generic unit pixel has, like, a heavy, like Cockney accent. Like,
okay.
It's, like...
He brought me back. All right. I'll play it. I'll still play it now.
Yeah.
Okay. You talked me back into it. You should have just led with that.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Let's go to October. This is going to be the biggest month of the year.
Let's blitz
This
it.
has got like all of... Let's do it. We got on the 2nd, we got Ghost of Yote for PS5, big release for PlayStation 5 exclusives.
Out of
but I
here.
don't care.
Pass.
On the 2nd as well, we got the release of Super Mario Galaxy plus Super Mario Galaxy 2 for Switch. It came with a free Switch 2 upgrade released at the same time.
Pass.
Smash.
Oh.
Haven't played this version.
All right. On the
Smash.
3rd, we got Digimon Story Time Stranger for modern platforms besides Switch 2. I'm going to give this one a big ol' smash. I fucking love this game.
Smash.
Haven't
Haven't
played
played
it
it.
yet.
I
yet.
just, yeah. I think that this is definitely the best Digimon game that's come out yet so far. And, like, the story, phenomenal. The character interactions, pretty good. Unlike Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, this game doesn't really spend too much time with any filler arcs or anything like that. Constantly new interesting things are happening. It does do the same like overall gameplay of Cyber Sleuth. So you've got your 3 Digimon turn-based party gameplay with like a lot of inspiration from like Pokemon and other like turn-based RPGs that are heavy on like elemental affinities. And it does have some quality of life stuff that I think that Pokemon needs to take and adopt. So like Digimon Story takes some quality of life that Pokemon grabbed, like being able to manage stuff from your box without having to like be in a specific spot. Because Cyber Sleuth, you have to go to a specific location. In Time Stranger, you can just do it wherever when you're in the pause menu. But what Digimon did that Pokemon does not do yet is you can just evolve and de-digivolve stuff just straight in the box. You don't even have to rotate into the party. You could just like go into your box and be like, okay, I want this one to digivolve. I want that one to digivolve. I want that one to de-digivolve. You could just do all that shit from the box. It's awesome. Like the only thing is like the Digivolution is tied to your story progress and not so much just your whatever stats you can get the Digimon to have. It makes it harder to get the higher tiers earlier in the game, but it does make being able to rapidly like switch between different evolutionary stages and get more stuff that you want a lot easier once you get there. So like once you've hit the parts of the story that you want to get to, you can just start making entire parties of shit that you want like almost effortlessly. So this game is just great on all fronts. I only have one problem with it. The game, while it looks really great, the performance is kind of ass for a PS5 game. I was expecting this game to run better. In battle, it's fine. It's a smooth locked 30 FPS. But like when you're out in like the world, like the exploration areas, like far away like Digimon will be moving at like 2 frames a second. Like it's like they have a lot of shit. They have a lot of shit going on.
Early Switch Pokemon games.
Yeah, they have a lot of shit going on. Like there'll be like a ton of like characters moving around, but they all move in like a slideshow when you're far away, and then only get like smoother when you get closer. So it does like the Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Switch 1 thing. So that's my only big complaint about the game. Other than that, great game, loved it, awesome. Yeah. So. On the 9th, we got Yooka-Laylee on Switch 2, PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. It is a well-received remake of Yooka-Laylee.
Pass.
And it got a physical release on the Switch 2.
Bought it, haven't played it yet.
Still need to buy it, haven't played it. Smash, classic.
On the 10th, we got several games. First, Battlefield 6 for PS5, Xbox Series, and PC.
Get out of here.
Pass.
Pass. But I do want to say this is a pretty interesting entry because later on there's a game that is a rival to this series of games that people did not like the new game, so they bought this one instead. Oops, sorry. So yeah, we'll talk about that later though. We also had the release of Little Nightmares 3 for everything, which was from Supermassive Games. So just wanted to throw that out there.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Get it out of here. Pass.
On the 10th, also, though, we got Ys vs. Trails in the Sky Alternative Saga for Switch, PlayStation, and PC, and it was the first worldwide release of what was a 2010 PSP game. So we got a re-release of it, and it's actually out everywhere, so we can actually play it.
Smash.
Wow.
Still waiting for my physical copy. Pass.
I did not know this game even existed before, like, I did research for this, and I was like, really? Okay, cool.
Pretty sure I brought it up in the Discord server, so you just hate me.
Yeah. I think you didn't really talk about it too much, so I just like didn't even register it.
That's because people hate me.
On the 15th, there was the release of a game called Ball X Pit. It was Switch, PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. It's like a breakout plus roguelike game.
Pass.
It's interesting.
Get it out of here.
Interesting, but pass.
On the 16th, we had the release of Pokemon Legends ZA for Switch and Switch 2. And I just have 3 words for people listening to this podcast. Fuck the haters. This game is good. I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah.
I'll be the voice of the internet.
But I've been told that this...
Pass.
But I've been told that this game is slop, and that I am stupid for enjoying it.
Don't care. Lumiose City is fun to explore. The characters are great. And it has a very classic Pokemon feel to like how the game just flows, and just being able to explore stuff and constantly find stuff like TMs and colorful screws, and just, yeah, it feels very classic Pokemon in a modern Pokemon skin. I thought it was good.
I like this game.
That said, unless like you are a diehard Pokemon fan, the DLC not worth $30. Don't buy it.
Hell yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I spent 50 hours on it, but I'm going to just tell you right now, it is not worth it's not worth $30 to most people. But the game itself is great, so yeah. We have more thoughts on it on our bonus video, so you can just go there if you want.
Go watch the bonus video.
On the
when
16th,
you're done with this.
We had a release for hardware. The Asus ROG Xbox Ally and Ally X came out. So this is a partnership between Xbox and Asus. So we technically now have Xbox handhelds, although for some reason these handhelds do not play your Xbox library. They only play your PC Xbox library. I don't know why. That's super fucking weird. It is cool. It's really cool, the idea of an Xbox handheld, but I really feel like they didn't go far enough. They should have just went full stop, just full on Xbox handheld, and they bailed at the last second, and this is the unexciting product that we got.
I think they should have put like a CD player in it, and so I can just like shove CDs into it.
He's flipping off the system as we speak.
Oh, I've got my thumb out. Don't worry about it.
Oh, he's okay.
No, it's
Don't
okay.
worry about it.
I'll put it away.
On the 21st,
no, he's not doing this.
On the 21st, we got this is for Al mostly, but I'm interested in this one as well. Fantasy Maiden Wars Dream of the Stray Dreamer for PC. It is a compilation re-release of all of the Fantasy Maiden Wars games, and it was actually translated for the first time. If you don't know what that is basically Toho Super Robot Wars Fusion. So it's a strategy RPG series with Toho characters, and they had a bunch of different releases. So they compiled it all together. They translated it into English for the first time. The only problem I have with this is they did not release this translated version on Switch. You can only play the Switch version in Japanese still. I don't know why they did this. If they would just release the Switch version in English, I would play it.
I think the only way that could possibly cater to Al more is if it involved Yakuza somehow.
Yeah, true. Exactly.
Jack, sometimes I think he just strings a bunch of words together and tells us it came out.
I'm not gonna lie, this sounds like a made-up game, like Dream of the Stray Dreamers.
You can go on Steam right now. It's there. It's sitting there.
Yeah, because you made it to throw us off.
You made this. This game.
I did play the first chapter of this game compilation like years ago when it first came out, and I thought it was really solid. So I hope they do a Switch release for the translation so that I can play it. Anyway, also on the 21st, we had Ninja Gaiden 4. So we had another Ninja Gaiden game come out. This one on PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. Pass.
Get that shit out of
Pass.
here.
I heard it was good, but pass. I'm not interested in it.
Pass.
On the 22nd, we had the release of the first 2 episodes of the episodic game Dispatch for PS5 and PC. This is the workplace comedy style adventure game, which had Critical Role involved. So yeah, and they started with episodes 1 and 2 on this date, and then every week there'd be 2 new episodes. They did 8 episodes. It is getting a Switch and Switch 2 version later this year. So if you are interested in it and wanted to wait for a Switch version, it is coming. It looks interesting, but it's not my cup of tea, but it is cool. So good for people that like this.
I've been told you cannot date the giant red buff girl. So
darn.
Pass.
What the fuck?
All right. But you know what is a good game that you guys will get to talk about for a second? On the 24th, Once Upon a Katamari for Switch, PS5, Xbox Series, and PC.
Ooh, that's a good game. This is a good game.
That's a good one.
This is a hard smash, and you can hear my extended thoughts on this game in the bonus episode.
Anything else to add, Landon?
We love Katamari.
We do love
That's
Katamari.
a different game.
That is a different game.
Right.
But we also love Katamari.
We do. We love Katamari. We love Katamari, and we love Once Upon a Katamari.
Yeah.
There we go.
On the 29th, there was The Outer Worlds 2, came out for PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. Okay, cool.
Pass.
Whatever. Pass.
Forgot this came out. Pass.
On the 30th, we had Arc Raiders come out for PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. There was a lot of people that were super into this game. There's people that are still playing this game now. That said, I don't care about it. It's an extraction shooter. Pass.
Pass.
On the 30th, Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake for everything, but no. Switch and Switch 2, PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. So no Xbox One, no PS4. This is a big old smash. Great pair of games. They really went the extra mile to add new story beats to both of these games. And I've heard from fans of the series in general, bigger fans than me that have actually played older versions of these games, that at least with Dragon Quest 2 especially, this is almost an entirely new game and for the better. So this is a great version of 1 and 2. Yeah, smash.
It's probably maybe good. I don't know. I'd probably give it a 2.
Landon is just now
2.
starting Dragon Quest 2, so he doesn't have much to say about that, but he did like Dragon Quest 1 HD 2D.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever, man.
As well, on the 30th, there was Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection for everything.
Fucking piss.
Landon bought this.
No, I didn't. I did not buy this.
Oh, no, you didn't. That's right.
This is a smidge.
You were going to.
I like the idea of this collection. I just don't know what system to get it on because the Switch 2 version, because of how Switch 2 cart releases were getting handled, did not come with some of the content that is literally on the disc for everything else. I don't know why.
The Switch and Switch 2 versions did not release on the cart with Mortal Kombat 4.
Yeah.
And
supposedly
they did not tell us about that. until
They did not tell us about that until the last minute, and they were like, by the way, the Switch versions, we had to submit the game before we had them ready, so we didn't put them on there. And it was like when the game was coming out. It was like, oh,
yeah,
okay.
like after it already like came out, people were like, "What the fuck? Where's Mortal Kombat 4?" And they're like, "Oopsie."
Like they were like, you have to download it.
Yeah,
like, it's like you can. It's like it's not like you have to pay for it extra, but it's not on the physical cartridge. Now, I don't really hate that. It's just the idea that they didn't bother to tell anybody is the problem.
That's like 100% where I'm at. Is like, you just tell me that ahead of time. That way, I'm more informed customer.
I probably will eventually not give a shit about that anymore, and eventually buy it like 3 years from now. We'll see.
Yeah, I won't, because I hold grudges.
All right, we got 2 more months left to go through, and there's not too much left, honestly. So let's get through this so we can do some like final like thoughts real quick. On the 5th, we had Sonic Rumble in November, which was a Sonic mobile game with a PC release. This is mostly here for Katie because she likes this, but I don't care.
Pass.
It's a mobile game. Pass.
Pass.
Right. This one's for Jack. On the 6th, on the Switch, we got Dinkum.
Dinkum, baby! Physical release coming soon.
You gonna buy it?
Or is it out now? I don't remember.
Coming soon, I think.
Am I gonna buy it? I don't know. I don't. I still barely know anything about it. Isn't this just a farming sim?
Yeah, it's like it's a farming sim thing with like. I think I don't remember all the details, but yeah, whatever.
The name's funny.
Dinkum.
Forget
everything I said. Forget everything I said about Donkey Kong Bonanza. This game, get it the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Dinkum is the game of the year.
Dinkum, game of the year, baby.
Haven't played it yet.
On the 6th, also though, it's a shame Dinkum came out because this game could have had more attention on it. We had Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment for Switch 2.
Who fucking cares?
The lesser
man?
of the 2 games that came out on this day.
Dinkum's
to be honest.
Dinkum's the stronger one. Like,
I can't believe Nintendo would think to release Hyrule Warriors on the same day as a titan of a release like Dinkum.
You can't
like
compete.
What did they think they were going up against?
Like, maybe if Dinkum was inside of Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment for the Nintendo Switch 2 family of entertainment systems, they might have had a chance.
Come on, Nintendo, what are you doing?
I've heard good things about Age of Imprisonment, especially since it's a Switch 2 game. It actually runs really well for a Warriors game. My problem is they made a third Hyrule Warriors and a second one in the Tears of the Kingdom Breath of the Wild universe, so I'm kind of tired of this.
Yeah, to this day, the only Hyrule Warriors I've played is the original, and I kind of got my fill with that one. I haven't really had too much interest. Classic, but I just haven't really had that much interest in playing any of the sequels.
I don't know. Am I supposed to shit on the game too? Piss, garbage.
No, you can say
whatever you want. Did you play it?
PP. I played like half of the game already. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Is it good?
I mean, it's fine or whatever, I guess.
You can like it. I'm just saying. I
haven't fucking played it. I just don't really care to play it.
Yeah.
Well, then I don't care to talk about it because it's fun.
Oh, you can talk about it.
No, we're done.
All right.
On the 11th, we had Luminous Arise, a new Luminous game on PS5 and PC. It's cool that this game exists, but pass. Does Landon have Luminous Arise?
So I really like the combo system that you get in this game because you get like like sync attacks with like other like units, and so you get like there's some really cool. All right, we're done.
Okay. On the 13th, we had the release of both Yakuza Kiwami and Yakuza Kiwami 2 on Switch 2. It would be released on other systems the following month. And it was now before this, Kiwami 1 was released on Switch the previous year, but this is actually like the first like widespread release for Kiwami 2. So yeah, Yakuza Kiwami 1 and 2. Another one for Al. And also stuff to keep on the radar for you, Jack.
Yep. I gotta play every other fucking game before I get to these, but it's an eventually.
No, this is 1 and 2. Why would you... These would literally be the next games you play.
They're remakes
that's
of
true.
the first two games, like 1 and 2. So you're
You know what? All right. Shows how much I know about the series.
To be fair, before I looked into these games, I did not know this either.
Oh.
I thought that they were just a spin-off series. I don't know.
Nope.
On the 14th, there was the release of Call of Duty Black Ops 7 on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. And I put a note here, haha, because this game, more than any other Call of Duty game, is it's actually bad enough that Call of Duty fans do not like this game, and that is why I put Battlefield 6 a while back, because people were leaving Call of Duty to play Battlefield 6.
Genuinely, I didn't even know Black Ops 6 came out. I barely remembered that Black Ops 5 came out. How the hell are we on Black Ops 7 already?
You want to know why?
What
Because
the
Black
fuck?
Ops 6 came out the previous year. And Black Ops 7 was supposed to be a Black Ops 6 expansion, but they decided to make it its own game. That's one of the reasons. That's one of the problems with it. It also uses a bunch of generative AI slop for content in the game, which is also really bad.
That's, you know what? That's the direction I would have expected Call of Duty to take. So
It's funny.
that.
It's funny that it took this much for the titan that is Call of Duty in North America to finally stumble a bit. Nature's healing.
Literally
not.
the only reason I look forward to the Call of Duty video the new Call of Duty game every year is because Donkey will post a video of like 5 minutes of highlights where he just plays the Harlem Globetrotters song over the whole time, and it's hilarious every year.
All right, and then on the 19th, we had the release of Demon School for Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. This was put here at the request of Landon. I don't know much about it, but it sounds interesting. So, Landon, go ahead and...
Smash. I want to play it.
Smash?
I want to play it. It looks cool. It's like Persona, but the good ones. 1, 2, and 2.
Yeah, the Persona games before the Persona games went to shit. If you were an elitist Persona fan, you'd know.
But no, it does look like a lot of fun. I've read really good stuff about it, so
I'll keep it in mind once I play through the first Persona game. If I like it, I'll look into Demon School because it does sound interesting.
Yeah.
And then finally, to round out November, we had Kirby Air Riders on Switch 2.
Kirby Air Riders for Switch 2, baby.
I surprised these guys the other night. I had kept it on the down low. I have played this game, and it is fun. I'm not sure how I feel about the way, like, the gameplay, the fact that, like, you just do almost everything off one button. I know that that's the point. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Like, it works, but at the same time, I do feel like there's aspects where, like, I wish that they just were willing to have a few actions put on other buttons. But it is fun. I do like the variety of gameplay, the stadium modes, the top ride, the air ride mode. The road trip story mode was a lot of fun to play through. There's a lot of different cool characters you can play as across all parts of the series. There's a bunch of different cool machines that you can have everybody ride on. My personal favorite combination is Susie on the Chariot. And yeah, it's a love letter to the Kirby series in the form of an air ride follow-up, and I think that it's really great that this game exists, and I'm so glad that it got made. So yeah, good game. Kirby Air Riders, anything else you guys want to say?
You can hear me talk an awful lot about it in the bonus video.
It's like
Kirby Air Riders.
A lot.
Smash.
All right.
It's like...
Still not better than Dinkum, though.
Yeah.
All right.
It's hard to beat Dinkum. 5 out of 10.
Landon, anything you want to add about Kirby Air Riders?
Man, you know what saved this game? GUI.
Gooey.
Yeah.
I think you played the most Air Riders out of all of us here, at least the three of us. Al's definitely played more than all of us
He's
combined.
played way more than me. I
Al's
really
Al's
enjoy
been going
it.
nutso.
You know, I haven't, outside of Road Trip, I haven't touched City Trial.
I did it like one time. I honestly was trying to get like a little bit of everything. So like I played a little bit of Air Ride by itself, a little bit of Top Ride, a little bit of City Trial Stadium, and then I like mostly stuck to Road Trip to get the rest of my fill.
Yeah, but I've pretty much filled all of Air Ride, Top Ride, and Road Trip out. So that's like why I was like,
we'll have to all get together and do a City Trial night.
Maybe
Maybe one day.
someday.
All right.
Maybe someday.
All right, let's get to December. On the 1st, we had Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which came out on everything. I've heard that this game is cool, but I don't care. Pass.
I'll
Pass.
wait until the physical release comes out, I guess.
On the 4th, we had Metroid Prime 4 Beyond on Switch and Switch 2.
Another game
Haven't
the
played
internet
it yet.
hates.
Pass.
Yeah.
Another
pass.
game the internet hates, but they can also shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yep.
If I
They sure can.
if I had to give it
wish
a
they
rating,
would.
I'd say, why is Al's gonna make someone rage quit? I don't like that.
Al,
I think he
Al's-
means in City Trial.
I know
Yeah,
what he
and-
means. That's not fun. It's probably gonna be me. I like Metroid. That's a controversial statement, but I stand by it.
And on the 4th as well, we got the release of Octopath Traveler 0, which came out on everything except Xbox One. This is basically a console adaptation of what was a mobile game, and they basically took all of the mobile shit, like aspects out, and just made it a solid console game from what I understand. So if you're an Octopath fan, seems pretty good.
I've heard nothing but great things. Pass. I want to play it though.
Pass.
This next one, which is the second to last thing on here, is not a game, but I just thought it was really funny news. So on the 6th of December, there was news brought to us by stat analyst, I'll just say, Matt Piscatella, pretty well known in the industry, that the next Playground, which is a Kinect-like gaming device, literally just a box with a camera that you plug into your TV, and it plays like iToy / Kinect-like games. It outsold the Xbox during Black Friday. I just thought that was funny.
That's insane.
Yeah, it is just a random.
Wow.
It's probably because the system itself is only $250. Granted, you have to pay a $90 a year subscription if you want to play all of the games, because that's the only way you get all but 5 games. But yeah, it was cheaper than buying anything else.
I
so
hate that.
It's outsold Xbox.
I hate that.
They managed to do all of the Xbox things better than Xbox, which is really funny. And then finally, on the 15th of December, there was Tomba 2, The Evil Swine Returns Special Edition, which was a new release of Tomba 2. The first re-release of the game since 2015, and even then, the 2015 release was just a digital storefront re-release. It came out on Switch, PlayStation, and PC, and it was released by Limited Run Games. So once again, Limited Run picking up the pace and getting some pretty cool releases out here the past year. They had quite a few things on here.
Neat.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that was 2025 as a whole. Any quick thoughts and stuff you'd like to say, Jack? 2025.
I think it's a pretty big year with a lot of great games, but I feel like the biggest year of the generation is yet to come. I'm going to be bold and say that.
You're going to be bold and say that there might be a bigger year coming up.
It's
fair.
So. I think that we are still at least like 3 or 4 years away from the PS6.
I think we're probably about 3-ish. I wouldn't say 4 because but I think we got 2026, we got 2077, and probably 2028. I would hesitate to say 2029.
I wouldn't be shocked if at least one of those 3 years was bigger than this. But this is still a good year. There's a lot of great stuff that came out this year. I wish I could have gotten to play more of it, but the games that I did play I really enjoyed, and you can, once again, hear my extended thoughts in the bonus video.
And then didn't you want to say something real quick about the streams you did this past year?
Oh, yeah, I guess I could do that. I forgot I was going to do that. Shit, I was going to have the YouTube channel open so I can look at my fucking...
We can circle back to you. I'll say a few words real quick.
Circle back.
We'll
talk about.
We'll just talk about 2025 as a whole. I think I still stand by what I said. I feel like these big years only come once a generation. I won't dismiss the possibility though, since we have the Switch 2 as new hardware, that we could still get a big year between the next couple of years. But like, it's nice to see. This is really like the first big year for games since like 2017. Like COVID really like slowed down a lot of shit. So we were seeing a lot of like quiet years with just a few big things. Like we kind of shat on some games here and there. Yeah, we kind of like dismissed a bunch of games because we can only spend so much time playing games in a year. But like, God, there was so much this year. So much. And yeah, I mean, we said a lot about everything. So just good to see that that video games are not dead at all.
It's a lot of heavy lifting.
Video
by Trails
games
of the Sky first chapter for this year.
True.
If it wasn't for that, it'd be a 0 out of 10. Because of that, it's a 10 out of 10.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
Good to know.
But yeah, Jack, did you want to talk about your stream games really quick that you did this past year that you liked?
There was a few games this year that I played on stream for the first time. I'm gonna skim over the ones of the games that I have already played because I've already talked plenty about those. To start the year, I don't know where the fuck I have it. It's in my
don't
stack of Switch
don't
games
go
somewhere.
looking for anything. Just keep going.
I'm not gonna go looking for it. Sonic Forces,
Yeah!
which I played for the first time in
Highlight.
2025.
It was all downhill from there, baby. Let's go.
The Sonic game of all time, wouldn't you say?
You could say that. You could indeed say that.
Al said funny stream.
Probably the best thing you received all year.
I don't know. Part of me wants to. God, I hate the idea of replaying Sonic Forces, but part of me wants to redux it just because, like, I was in a really bad mood the entire time I was playing the game. Not just because of the game, but for reasons outside of the game. Like, work was shit, and then I come home and I have to stream Sonic Forces, and I'm just like, this is just making me more angry.
You know what? Sonic Month is coming up. You could do a redux in June.
Oh, fuck no. Not anytime soon.
I tried.
I'd rather play something else.
I tried.
No, fuck Sonic Forces. That game sucks ass. But aside from that, I played another game for the first time. I played Costume Quest at the end of Spookfest, which is a game I really enjoyed, actually. It's very simple. It's like a JRPG for babies. And it's like maybe 6 hours long in total, and that's if you like take your time with it. But it's like how a Halloween-themed turn-based RPG where you turn into like you wear different costumes, and in battle you turn into the costume that you're wearing, and you have like different abilities in battle from that costume. And that's just like not only an incredibly cool concept, but it also just makes for a really fun game. And I really fucking enjoyed it. Big thumbs up to Costume Quest. I want to play the sequel this year for Spookfest.
Nice.
I thought there was more than that, but it was just those two, actually. As for games that I streamed that I replayed, back...
Well, didn't you start Yakuza this year?
Yeah.
Yakuza 0 this year?
Oh, yeah, Yakuza, duh.
Or this past year?
Duh.
You're still playing it, but you did start
I'm still playing it, but yes, I started Yakuza 0, and I have been really enjoying it so far. I'm having a lot of fun with it.
I'm so happy that you're playing it, because like I feel I knew it was going to be a series you'd get into.
It's something that I wish I played way sooner, because it just really appeals to me in many ways. I think the characters are great. The story is really interesting. I like how it switches back and forth between the two main protagonists. I like how each protagonist has their own like fighting style and combat. I think the combat is extremely fun. And then you also have like a shitload of side stories and other goofy shit that you can do if you want to. You don't have to, but it's like it's there and it's really funny a lot of the time. I zoned out for a little bit, and all I heard was things that just remind me of Sonic Forces. So he's just playing Sonic Forces. He switched between protagonists. There's a lot of goofy things you can do on the side.
I'm glad that you're getting into Yakuza, because it's like you're getting into Yakuza, I'm getting into Dragon Quest. It's never too late to get into a new series, folks.
And I'm getting into methamphetamine.
Yeah.
All right, but anything else you want to say about Yakuza 0, Jack?
No, that's it.
And that you just wanted to talk about the new stuff that you've played for the first time, right?
Yeah, I can go. Like I played Backyard Baseball '97. Shout out the Blue Bombers. We won the championship. I replayed the Minish Cap on stream, and it's still my favorite 2D Zelda game, despite the fucking gacha system that I fucking hate.
Because of the gacha system, baby.
Because of the gacha system that I fucking hate.
Pixel put hashtag just meth head things.
That's me.
Landon, move to Indiana. You'll fit right in.
Yeah. Hey.
Super Mario. I replayed Super Mario
nearby.
Galaxy 2 for the summer of Mario,
You played,
and that was a whole lot of
Superstar
fun.
Saga again?
I was gonna say that. I was gonna get to it. Sorry. Yeah, no. Super Mario Galaxy 2, fantastic game. I love that they released the 2-pack with Mario Galaxy 1 after I streamed it. Like
that was
maybe
awesome.
2 months after I finished.
I thought that
it.
was. That was funny because they
was-
announced it like not long after you finished. I was like, that's funny. Jack
Yeah,
already just played
I
it.
thought that was pretty badass, but I'm like, no. I mean, I was happy to play this game on my original Wii copy that I've had since 2010. But immediately after that, I went right into Superstar Saga.
Historically,
Pixel
Jack's
says-
least favorite games. Jack absolutely
Yeah.
hates Super Mario Galaxy 1 and Super Mario Galaxy 2.
I hate
Jack-
Super Mario Galaxy 2.
Jack loves Sonic Forces, though.
Yeah, he does.
But I played Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga right after that, and I had some frustrations with that game, but overall I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. The game is very funny. It has a cool world to explore. The combat is fun and unique. I just think the timing on some enemy attacks is kind of bullshit. There was Metroid Zero Mission, which I replayed for Spookfest, featuring Landon.
Hi.
And that was really fun to replay through Zero Mission. Enjoyed that a lot. And then I replayed through, right after Spookfest, I replayed through Kirby 64 The Crystal Shards, which was a lot of fun. So
I gotta actually
Hell
play
yeah.
through that to completion. I've played it, but I haven't done everything. You also mentioned Minish Cap, right?
He did.
Yeah, I said Minish Cap. We also finished Ace Attorney Dual Destinies this year.
We did.
It started last year, but we finished it this year.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I re-listened to our 2024 year in review, and I had made a joke that Landon might have made the joke that we thought you would not finish Dual Destinies this year, like you would still be playing it like into 2026, but you didn't. You beat it, so good job.
I'm upset. That
I mean, it
we're
didn't
not
take us
still
that
playing
long.
it.
I think it was mostly a joke about how Landon was going to have children,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it was going to be hard to find the time to play it.
True.
But no, we finished that. Jesus, the final stream VOD went up July 1st. Okay. Nah.
All right. I'm not going to go into detail talking about these games, but one thing I did not do in our bonus video, more if you want to hear me talk about more shit, you can do that. But I do have a quick list of my top games that I played in 2025. Again, I will not elaborate too much on most of these. Honorable mentions, I got 5. I got Tori Saturn. I do really love that game, and I do really think that Jack should play that game. It's really fun. Kirby Air Riders, really fun time. I need to play more of it. It might get bumped up a spot or two if you ask me after I played another 30 hours of it or whatever. Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, not Hacker's Memories, not on my honorable mentions. I like Cyber Sleuth more. It's got its faults, it's got some filler arcs, but otherwise everything good that I said about it in the bonus video and the good things I said about it when I was talking about Time Stranger, I like it. And both Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake and Dragon Quest II HD 2D Remake, I both like a lot. I just happened to play a lot of games this year, so they're great games, and I'm really happy I got into the Airdrift games. They were all great. A lot of competition this year. My top 10 of games that I played this year. So it has to be a game that I never played a version of, or at the very least I made very little progress playing the game, so that almost everything I played this year. Number 10, Silent Hill. That was a Spookfest stream. That was a lot of fun. I loved it.
Shout out to Spookfest.
Number 9, shout out Spookfest. Silent Hill 2 coming this Spookfest.
Confirmed.
Forward to it. Number 9, Mario Kart World. Fun kart racer. I don't think I like it nearly as much as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but hopefully in time there'll be updates and it'll fully come into its own. Otherwise, it's a solid game. I have a lot of fun with it. They have been updating the game a bit to just tweak some stuff, so keep that up.
Not enough Scotch
number
Racks.
8.
0 out of 10.
Number 8, Persona 3 Reload. I really, really enjoyed this game. The flow of like going to Tartarus can be a little like draining at points, but the characters are a lot of fun. The story's great. The music is awesome. And I mean, it's Persona, and it's a great remake that just streamlines a lot of like the Persona gameplay to make it a lot easier to pick up and get into and sink 70 hours into. Number 7, Digimon Story Time Stranger. Fantastic game. I just hope that they maybe patch the game so it doesn't perform like booty cheeks. They could have honestly released this game on PS4. I don't know why they didn't. Other than that, I loved it. Number 6, Pokemon Legends ZA. I'm sorry if people want to shit on this game. I'm not going to hear it. I love this game. It's great. Number 5, Donkey Kong Bonanza. Fantastic game. One of the best 3D platformers I've ever played. And honestly, if they made a Donkey Kong Bonanza 2, I'd be right on that shit day one. Number 4, Clair Obscur Expedition 33. This is my favorite game from 2025 specifically. I've said a lot of great things about it earlier in the podcast, and I do really think that if you want to play a good Japanese RPG inspired RPG, this is a great game. I gotta get back to like the post game one day. Number 3, this is where we're getting into some interesting games I played for the first time that didn't come out. Number 3 is Earthbound. This is now one of my new favorite Nintendo games of all time. The vibes are really cool. It's just like, it is an unforgettable experience when you play through Earthbound. And it's a fun RPG with a nice structure to it. Just insane game that I could not explain adequately in a small chunk of time. It's just, if you like Nintendo and you want to play a weird game, play Earthbound. It's awesome. Number 2, Persona 4 Golden. This is definitely my favorite of the Persona games so far. It's like, when I update my top games of all time, this is probably going to be in my top 20 solidly. The vibes are awesome. The characters are great. I love the shit out of this game. And I'm really excited for the remake that's coming out in like the next couple of years. Just like, I love this game though. Shout out to the Let's Play for Persona 4 Golden. That was an awesome Let's Play. And last but not least, my number 1 game that I played in 2025, Dragon Quest XI-S Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition for the Nintendo Switch family of entertainment systems.
Good answer, Steve.
Let's fucking
Hell
go.
yeah, baby.
You got the full title, too.
Yup. I fucking love the characters, the exploration, the sense of adventure. The post game is one of the best post games in any game I played ever. And it's one of those post games where, like with like Pokemon Gold Silver, even though it's technically post game, you should play the post game. It's so good. And it's so integral to the full experience. It made me a Dragon Quest fan, and I'm looking forward to playing more Dragon Quest because of it. Switch to free upgrade when, Square, you cowards!
They would never. Like,
They would never.
literally never, because they are cowards.
They will re-release it on a game key card with no free upgrade. I swear to God, I'll get so pissed.
I'll pee myself.
I'll pee myself too. But yeah, that's my top 10 games I played this year. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry. I don't have the same taste as you. But
you have better taste.
I'm happy with the games I played this year.
You have better.
I have better taste than the.
Yeah.
All right, Landon. Let's hear anything you want to talk about real quick about the year in gaming that you didn't mention in our bonus video. Anything you just want to say?
Okay, never mind.
I have to pee.
I have to pee.
Yeah.
And with that, we hope that you guys are going to have a good 2026, and hope you guys enjoy 2025. But we've been running pretty long in the tooth here, so I think we'll catch up on the next episode, because it's been a pretty long one. So you guys all take care. Have yourselves a good one. Roll the outro. Bye-bye.
Okay,
Bye.
bye. Thank you for listening to the Gaming Stooges Talks podcast. If you enjoyed us, consider subscribing to our podcast RSS feed, or follow us on youtube.com/gamingstooges and twitch.tv/gamingstooges for more gaming content.
If you'd like to chat with us, join our Discord. The link can be found in the episode description. We also want to thank all of our Patreon supporters. Your continued support means a lot to us. Not already one? Please take a look at what we have to offer anyone who becomes a patron at patreon.com/GamingStooges. See you next time!